Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Imagine Your Story Science with Mr. Brian activity. Now today, I've got something a little bit different for you today. Today is going to be the first of our STEAM challenges. Now these challenges are all going to be inspired by a different fairy tale. Today's story is The Three Little Pigs. And if you're not familiar with the story, The Three Little Pigs, remember that there was a little pig that built his house of straw. The big bad wolf came, huffed and puffed, blew that down. He ran over to his brother's house that was made out of sticks. The wolf huffed and puffed and blew that house down. So both of those pigs ran over to their other brother's house, who built his house out of bricks, and the wolf could not huff and puff and blow that one down. So your challenge today is going to be using materials that you have gathered at home. Try to build a structure that will be strong enough to survive the wolf's huffing and puffing. And for your wolf, I would recommend maybe using a hairdryer to make a stronger straw house and a stick house and also a brick house. Now, the extra added challenge to this is I would like for you guys to try to do this each house in about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, the materials that were given to me to try this challenge is, you can see here to build the straw house, I have some paper straws. To build my stick house, I have these craft sticks, but I did ask and they said that I could change them out for this larger size craft stick that would be a little bit easier for me to work with. For my brick house, I was given these foam cubes. You might have some form of construction bricks like Legos or Connects or Mega Blocks that you might be able to use with yours. And I have some tape here. So these are the materials that I was given. And for my challenge, I was given a grand total of 2 minutes to build each of my houses. So here in the next part, I will show you what my examples look like from what I was able to come up with after the 2 minutes that I spent on my straw house, on my stick house, and on my brick house. Okay everyone, now here's my example that I made with my straws. You can see here I have made kind of a lean-to or a tent, and I have a big wall of straw here that I think would block any airflow that'd be trying to blow this over. And you can see I used the tape to help reinforce here at the top and the bottom, and I left the opening for my house here in the back. You can see I have tape here at the top, tape here down at the bottom, and then across the top part through here. And you can see these things have all been taped together. Another thing you may want to use would be a hot glue gun. That could be used to use these together. If you choose to use a hot glue gun, make sure that you have a parent or guardian or some other adult supervision to help you to make sure that you don't burn yourself. And if possible, for something like this, I'd recommend one of the low temp glue guns to help you out with this. So here's what my little 2 minute straw house looks like. And so now we'll look at the stick house. Okay, here is my stick house that I've made. You can see here that I've made a big tower house with the top part that is closed off. These are not fastened with anything other than gravity, so I'm not 100% sure what this would do in order for, if I would get the hairdryer to go against that. That's what the fun part of testing is. You will see, however, that I made this little step ladder so that the little pig could use this to get up and into the house, and they could pull up the ladder to be able to keep the wolf from getting into this house. So here is my little stick house that I made with the larger craft sticks in my 2 minute time frame. I look forward to seeing what you guys made with your stick houses. And now let's look at my third and final example, which is the one that I built out of the foam bricks. Alright everyone, now here you can see is my foam brick house. You can see here I left an opening here that would be my door, And then once again, these are not fastened together with any type of glue or tape or anything like that. This is just with the pile of these that I was given in my 2-minute time frame. This is this little house that I used and kind of did a bit of a brick spiral up to where I ended up with one here on the top. Now again, I'm not really sure how this would work with a hair dryer blowing into this, but that's one of the fun parts about testing these things. I know that this would be a lot sturdier if I had made this with, for example, Lego bricks or something like that. Would make for a much sturdier brick house. But I used the materials that I had, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have made with the materials that you have found. So here are what my 3 examples look like, and I look forward to seeing what yours turn out to look like as well. Okay everyone, it's testing time. Right off camera here, I have got a hair dryer that I'm going to turn on and see how the brick house fares. So I'm going to start it at low and then we'll see what happens. So I'll turn this on in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I can see a little bit of movement, but I don't see a whole lot. So now I'm going to turn it to where it's going to be on high. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, you could see that with my design, when I had it on the high speed, I did not have a good sturdy brick house, but that's the fun of testing. I thought if I was making the straw house and the stick house sturdier, I wanted to build a weaker brick house, and so I was able to succeed with what I was testing. That's not what you have to test. I look forward to seeing what sort of design you come up with. So now I'm going to try and test with the straw house. Okay everyone, now you can see that I've got my straw house ready to go. I've got my straw windbreak wall here to tempt, and just like what I did with the brick house, I'm going to start it at low and then we'll turn to high and see if we get anything that's different. So here we go at low in 3, 2, 1. Now as you can see, just like what I did with the brick house, I'm not getting any result at all. So I'm going to turn it to high in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was a success. I was able to, with my design, make a straw house that stood up to my huffing and puffing wolf of a hairdryer. So my little windbreak wall here was able to succeed at keeping and pushing the wind around the sides, and my little straw house is still standing. So now let's try our last of the 3 houses, which is the stick house. Okay everyone, now I'm going to test the last and final of my 3 little example houses here. And I've decided to go ahead and leave the ladder up just to see what would happen. So just like before, I'm going to start with low and then we'll move up to high. So here where I'm going to huff and puff with the hairdryer at low in 3, 2, 1. As you can see, we're getting maybe a little bit of movement here on this very top stick, but I'm not seeing a whole lot. So I'm going to switch it over to high in 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're getting a little bit of movement on top.
Okay, so as you can see here at the top, it started to stretch back. I'm sure if I left the hairdryer on, some more of this might have fallen off like these first few sticks. But since the whole structure is still up, I'd still have to count this, that even though it was moving, this was still a success and would be considered a better little house for the little pig that lived in the house of sticks to live in. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these examples, and I look forward to seeing what your examples will look like.
Okay everyone, I hope you guys really enjoyed looking at and seeing at my 2-minute examples. I look forward to seeing what you guys have come up with each of your examples. Be on the lookout soon for when we'll be looking at our STEAM Challenge number 2. And also be a checkout, and I hope you guys enjoy watching all of our other videos that we have on the Art Circle Library's YouTube channel. So once again, I hope everyone's been reading this summer, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.